I'm Tiger Puddington. Welcome to Guest Host. Tonight's guest host is me, Tiger Puddington, because Nate couldn't be here tonight. Because it wouldn't be the guest host. And tonight I am joined by the evergreen sidekick on this show, Jack Fisher. Jack, how are you?
It's John, but I'm doing well, thank you, Tiger.
Yeah, Jack. Jack is my nickname. Is my nickname for John, like Jack Kennedy.
Oh
You're
yeah,
like
yeah.
you're like a Kennedy to me.
Thanks.
You're welcome. So at the top of the show here, if I read my text messages correctly in the right order, sometimes they show up out of order. Have you ever had that happen on a flip phone? Anyways, backing up, I only have a limited number of characters on each text message. But going forward, at the top of the show, what we like to do is something called What's Going On? So what's going on? What's going on with me right now is that I am here recording this show with you, Johnny Fisher. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
we've actually done a show together before. Do you remember that?
well, I was gonna say that.
Oh no, you can go ahead. I'm
No.
sorry. Let's take it again here. Okay. So I was on. Uh, right now I'm doing this. I'm sorry, I forgot my line. I'm a little rusty. I haven't done this in a while. Okay, let's take it again. So right now I'm doing this show. Right, John?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we used to do a show, or well, I was on a show with you
Oh,
before. Remember?
that's right. I think it was called Itsy Bitsy Domiciles.
Yeah.
If I
Yeah.
remember right. Look, for our listeners at home who aren't so into the home reno shows, you might not know who I am, and that's offensive, but okay. I am Tiger Puddington of several shows in the past. I did many home reno pilots that I shot myself, and I still have them all on a thumb drive.
Huh.
And one of the episodes of Itsy Bitsy Domicile, the only one, was was your home, right? Your Itsy Bitsy Domicile. Can you tell me more about your former Itsy, or do you still, I don't know. Go ahead.
Uh, yeah. Well, I don't live there anymore, but it was nice when I did. It had everything I needed in its place.
It was Nate's closet, is that right?
Well, yeah, it was. So it was cheap living.
Yeah,
But as I
perfect,
said,
great.
I had everything I needed.
If I
So,
remember right, you had plenty of room for another person to come stay with you for 3 to 4 months.
well, as
Oh, wait a
great as
second,
that
that was
was,
me.
yeah. Um,
No, I remember. It was pretty nice, cozy. Johnny
yeah,
talks in
cozy
his
is one way
sleep
to say it.
a lot.
Um,
Yeah, cries
yeah,
in his sleep too. I don't blame
yeah.
him living in such a tiny home.
It wasn't so tiny before I got a roommate, but
Oh, you
uh,
think that it actually made it smaller?
well, I mean, no, it was great being there with you, but it was a little cramped, with two
Oh,
people.
okay. Well, maybe you were dehydrated. I know that always gives me cramps. Anyways, what's going on with you, Johnny?
Oh, well, as you know, it's 4th of July coming up. So I have Monday off.
Well,
Normally I'd be
let's move
working,
on
so
to a
I'm
little
really,
segment I like to call Hot Goss. Sorry, Johnny. I kind of my host mind took over there. I guess I might have interrupted you, but I think you were pretty much done. We got the point. So for Hot Goss this week, we got something real juicy. I'm coming out with a brand new pilot on my YouTube channel, and it's called Hangin' 10 with Tiger Puddington. That's me.
um, I didn't know you knew how to surf.
Oh no, I don't know how to surf. Well, I know how. I've watched some YouTube videos, but I've never actually gotten out there. This isn't a surfing show though. It's hanging ten like couch surfing.
Uh,
Gnarly,
yeah,
right? Hang
right.
10.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I guess that
What
was
I
kind
like
of
to do
silly.
is something called couch surfing. And so this show will bring you several tips from me, Tiger Puddington.
Okay.
I'm a
That
couch surfer.
yeah, that might be exciting to watch. But
Oh yeah. Maybe I could
we could
get like
watch this show.
sunglass versions of these. That would be cooler, right? That
Yeah,
would make you think.
pretty
Wait, that
cool.
might make you think more of surfing. Is there a problem? Are you getting distracted by the surfing analogy there?
Yeah, I mean it's a bit confusing. Well, I
Okay, well
mean, no.
imagine you see the logo, okay? And the logo is Hangin' 10 with Tiger Puddington, and it has me on a surfboard.
Uh,
What if the
I mean,
surfboard
no.
had cushions on it?
Uh, eh, okay, then we're getting somewhere.
The problem is those are gonna get soaked, like right away. That's gonna make
If
your
you,
surfboard very heavy. You see why your idea is bad now, right, Johnny?
uh, no, I think it'd be best if you actually just were maybe standing on a couch like you were surfing.
Okay, I hear what you're saying, but the problem with that is then I'm gonna get the couch cushion soaked again because
You will.
I'm so wet usually. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
okay. Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, we'll just move off of that.
Okay,
Um,
so hanging 10 with Tiger, it's gonna be, let me give you a sneak peek, a couple quick tips. So, when you're couch surfing, that means usually you're staying at somebody else's house and they have a bed and a couch that's not being used, except by you. So here's my tip. It's back to the cushions again. So you got cushions on a normal standard couch, correct? Johnny, are you with
I
me?
don't. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
What's like cushions? What's another thing that's kind of like cushions?
Pillows
Pillows, exactly. Where do you find pillows?
on a bed,
On a bed. So
or
you go to these other people's beds and you take their pillows and put them in your couch area. Hey,
hmm.
have a comfy surf. Hang loose. I'm still working on my catchphrase. What do you
Well,
think?
I like it.
Okay,
Hang
good.
loose.
Another
I
thing
mean,
you
but
can do is what you can do is you can move all of the furniture around in someone's living room, stack it on top of each other so you create a little makeshift room. That way no one has to see you when you're eating your gummy worms buck naked and so wet.
mm-hmm.
Inexplicably. It's really for them. Imagine these were sunglasses. Hang loose.
Okay.
Watch out for
Uh,
sharks. Pretty
oh,
good.
weird. Yeah. Not bad
Thanks.
as a pilot.
Yeah.
Um,
One more tip here for you, okay? Now, what's great about couch surfing is, guess what? Sounds like, okay, this is going to sound like a negative. Wait for it though. Don't have a fridge. Oh, that sucks. But they have a fridge and they have
mhm.
food in it. And it's not
Oh,
like you can keep food. You don't have a fridge in your area, in your blockade that you've made. So you have to eat their food. Isn't that great?
I see. That's good logic, Tiger.
Thank you. Hey, speaking of logic, what do you say we move on to some thought topics? Today, I want to talk about waste. I'm not talking about my waste just because it's swimsuit season. I don't swim. I burn easily and I'm very dense. What I am talking about is throwing things away. People do it all the time without even thinking about it. Sometimes it's just lightly soiled or a little bit broken. And you can just take it. It's like mostly legal to just go and take people's trash. Like, okay, Here's some good examples. Scarves. It gets cold out there when you're squatting without any heat. So sometimes you need a scarf. But scarves can be tens of thousands of dollars, right?
Uh,
So what I did, I went to a garage sale, basically full of trash, right? And I
yeah.
took these baby pajamas. They're so soft and fleecy and nice and long. They can just fit right around your neck. They were marked at 25 cents, but I just took it.
Huh. Well, I mean, you probably shouldn't have done that, but that's okay.
Okay.
Once is a mistake is so,
Well,
people do
another
that.
option that you have is I've found this old dinner napkin
Mhm.
in the trash. This one I didn't take from a garage sale.
Oh,
This
okay.
hat I did take from a garage sale. I think it might have belonged to the same baby. Similar colors,
Funny.
but I got this on the side of the road. It had originally had beef all over it. I ate all of that off of there, and now it's just if I had a very tiny neck, it would be a nice little scarf. Or
Yeah.
like one of those, it reminds me of those old flight attendants scarves. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like,
Yeah,
now
cute.
boarding, like that. Is that, I don't think the flight attendants even say, I've never been on a plane.
Hmm. Well, I
I
mean,
prefer to
maybe someday.
ride the rails. Give me a can of beans and a knife to protect
Uh,
myself.
oh, okay. Sure.
I also,
Well,
I also found, speaking of trash, I found this um, in the trash and I nursed it back to health. It's a little kitty cat, so I put a bunch of rubbed cat food. I found some cat food in the trash too. I think it was cat food. And I
you
rubbed
didn't eat it.
all what I didn't eat, I rubbed all over here and nursed it back to health. Now check out this.
Nice.
Works
Yeah,
perfectly.
got
One
stuff nice
one
and
man's trash is another man's terror.
agreed.
Also, you know that I love safety. I always say safety third and fifth, right? I always say that. Fun first,
Sure.
um, and your studies second. So this is something that I found here for safety, but safety doesn't have to be buckled down. It can be a little fun. Wee,
Yeah. Oh,
wee.
oh, okay.
Doesn't hurt.
Uh, That's good.
See,
Yeah, safety.
safety third and fifth, as I always say. Do you know what else I always say? I always say, why don't I give some people some solicited advice? Now, Johnny, I
Mhm.
understand people knew ahead of time that I was coming on the show. I like to keep my movements secret, but somehow this leaked, and so some people wrote in with some questions for me. Is that right?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Um,
all right. I'd like to share my vast reservoir of wealth. No, knowledge.
Notch. Okay. Let me just get one out here. Says,
Are there? I
dear
thought I
Tiger.
heard some crinkling there. Some crinkling of paper. That's how I can tell
Yes,
it's real. Go ahead.
it's good. Dear Tiger. I was washing my rocks in my sink at home, and one fell into the garbage disposal. It clanked around inside of there and is now no longer working. How can I solve this problem?
Well, first of all,
Didn't sign off. That was weird. It was just no
no
one.
sign off.
And
Kind of rude.
yeah, I don't know. Anonymous. We'll go.
Okay, we'll go with anonymous. Dear Anonymous, first of all, I think that's gross to wash your rocks in the kitchen sink. Um, Next question.
Oh, okay. Um, Dear Tiger, me and my wife were retiling our kitchen, and we were wondering what is the best direction to lay our tiles. From Jack and Maria in Idaho, Ohio. I don't think that's a real place, but
Okay. Well, let's see. I forgot the question. Honest to God. But here's
they wanted to know which direction
which
was
direction to
best.
lay the tile.
Mhm.
Well, you're gonna want to lay the tile. So there's an upside down and a right side up. You're gonna want to lay it right side up. Glad I could help.
Mm.
Do you have one
Okay.
more question for me, John?
Yeah, sure. I can get one more out here.
Okay.
Um,
Looks like you're having trouble reading them a little bit. It looks like you're stumbling
well,
over.
yeah, I mean, some have really small fonts.
Oh, these are
I
handwritten.
probably have
Oh,
reading glasses. But anyway, uh, dear Tiger, what's the best way to deal with an exploded outlet? Okay. Jeff from Exploded Outlet, Iowa. Hmm,
okay. When
Iowa.
an exploded, it's strange that you're dealing with this problem and live in a town named Exploded Outlet in
Yeah, I don't
Iowa.
know this guy.
That's eerie. But that aside, if you're dealing with an exploded outlet, what you want to do is, first of all, those outlets have the best prices you're going to find anywhere.
Mm,
Depending on what size you are, especially if you're in the extra large range. That's really, I'm not, but I do buy in the extra large range. So those outlet stores are cheap anyway. If they explode, they have so much product bunched together, it will there will be a mushroom cloud of slacks and shirts with tiny stitching problems and unpopular sizes of shoes. And that will be yours to gather. Then it's pretty much garbage. All right?
see, back to that. Well, I mean, I don't know if that answered his question really, but it was I love the explanation.
Well,
Of
that's
an exploded.
all. I'm really doing this for you, John.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Um,
Now, let's move on to our final segment of today, the Fave 5. So, Johnny, as you know, I'm a guy that likes to do what I like to call creative housing acquisition. And what that means is that I like to sneak into people's houses and sleep and other spaces. So, what I thought we'd do for our Fave 5 today is our top 5 places to hide. Okay, you go ahead, Johnny. What's your number 5?
all right. Number five favorite place to hide would be uh, around a corner.
Around a corner. Well, that's a good one. My number 5 is in the trunk of my dad's car.
Oh, nice.
I mean, he
What's your number?
he made me he made me hide in there
Oh,
from my
okay.
mom.
Well,
But
it's probably the best.
it was
Number four.
definitely
What's your number four?
mine. What's your number 4?
Okay. My number four would be under the stairs.
Oh, I love that song from Little Mermaid.
Mm.
My number 4 would be Under the Sea.
Oh,
I don't know what made me think of that, but Under the Sea. Number 3,
under the
John.
number three would be in a tree. It
Oh,
rhymes.
that's a
So
good
it
one.
works out.
I would not eat them in a tree.
Mm.
Green eggs and ham. Number
Oh, okay,
2.
yeah. Yeah, what was your number three?
Oh, number 3 and 2. What I'm getting to is a two-parter.
Oh,
They're
okay.
joined. They are in my um, neighbor's shed and simultaneously inside a small bag in that shed. Those are my
Oh,
3 and 2.
nice.
What's your number
Okay.
2?
My number two, classic in the closet.
That is really classic. That doesn't surprise me. You did, spend a lot of time living slash hiding in that closet at Nate's
Yeah.
house. So that's not
Just like
surprising. My number 1 is in somebody else's hiding spot in somebody else's closet. That's my
home.
favorite place to hide.
Yeah.
That was our Fave 5. And that means, I guess this show is over. Johnny, did you have a good time today?
Yeah, it was a good time. Always with you, Tiger.
It seemed like there was a little hesitance at the beginning there, but I'm going to ignore it or edit it out if I can learn iMovie in time. So, with that, Johnny, I want to thank you for being here and supporting me in this difficult time. And viewers at home, I want to sincerely thank you for being here and Venmoing me some cash if you get a chance. I could really use it. I'm hungry and cold. This is just a single piece of insulation behind me. Good night.